the Sensual Intuitive, back with another intuitive message. Okay, this is gonna be a real one. This is gonna be a real one. This message has been on my mind for an upwards of 2 weeks, and I just felt very drawn down. When I say down, I mean still and into my seat to speak with you all tonight. So just be patient with me because I'm really getting these downloads in real time. I've already gotten some in order to really just you know, start the process of sharing the message with you, but there's a lot more to it, and I want to make sure that I speak truth to power, and that I'm really relaying the, I want to say, heaviness or the um importance, pertinence of this message with you properly. So I'm going to go ahead and cleanse the energy and cleanse the air, and then we're gonna move forward. So showing gratitude for divine connection, clearing our auras, mind, body, soul, and spirits of all negative energies, transmuting them into higher energies of peace, protection, provision, prosperity, purposeful alignment, and intuitive clarity as we go into this message about monitoring spirits. And as the title says, um, monitoring, let's talk monitoring spirits and how you are perceived as a threat. The reason why I would like to navigate, like, I want to make sure that I navigate this message with, like, I want to say integrity, but I always navigate my messages with integrity, um, but with care, is because this energy of monitoring spirits is so heavy right now, and the intent is to be detrimental to those that are being monitored. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm speaking to those that are being monitored um by people, entities, spirits, energies. I'm for whatever reason hearing and seeing this collective energy, like family systems or toxic workplaces or communities, environments. I'm here to talk to you about really spirit putting you on game about what's going on and how to recognize it, what it looks like physically and intuitively, and then also protections. So in this reading, I'm going to allow you all to, like, to, or encourage you to, like, add your thoughts and ask questions as I'm speaking, and I will get to it as I can, because I want to, I want to interact with you all on this because it's a very serious topic. You know what I'm saying? All these topics be very serious, but this one is just, it's just coming down heavy. We're gonna lighten this bitch up because, hello, what's up, Derek? We're gonna lighten this bitch up because, you know what I'm saying, we are transmuters of energy. So run me all that shade, and I'm gonna turn it into a big old tree. You know what I'm saying? Producing big old fruit. Okay. So let's just get into the initial energies of this message. So like I said, for the upwards of 2 weeks, I have been, and I just feel moved to say thank you for those of you that are in here. Um, for the upwards of 2 weeks, I have been both experiencing and receiving downloads about monitoring spirits, and from different angles in my personal life, and observations of other people's lives, and observations of our relationship as individuals and collectively with social media, and how that has become this incredibly open portal for all of us to interact, but also to be interacted with, sometimes voluntarily, involuntarily, sometimes with well intent, and um visibly oftentimes with ill intent, but also sometimes you can't see it. And the point of this message is, I'm gonna say what I heard right before I got started with this message. The shadows are walking. And what that translates to and translates is, as you well know with the shadow, the point of it is that it is hidden and only illuminated or seen by way of light. And that could be, physical light, that could be intuitively seeing something. But we are in a time, I'm hearing nothing new is under the sun. So nothing, nothing new happens under the sun. So this is just a morphing, a present day presentation of monitoring spirits, but it's not anything new. But spirit, this is important. Spirit wants to bring light to how these energies are presenting in the time, the energy, the dimension, the reality that we are living in. And with the phrase, the shadows are walking, the point is basically these motherfuckers, they're supposed to be ducked off, hiding, and having some kind of shame with their um to go with their ill intents, or they're slinking around, sliming around, sneaking around. They don't got no motherfucking shame no more. So you gotta be eyes open, physical eyes and third eye. They don't have any shame. You know what I'm saying? They saying it with their chest. They're moving with intent is what I hear. They're moving in intent. They're moving in packs is also what I hear. Okay, let me tell you what's coming out. The first card that's coming out is manifest. And I want to get some clarity on what that means, spirit. Spirit, what is manifest meaning in relation to this? I'm gonna tell you what I just heard. I was about to say this message. You see how on this card you see manifest, and usually how I read or interpret this card, like it reminds me of like a manifesto, like writing, right? Like a notepad they might be holding, or a piece of paper where they've written down their intentions. Lately, the last couple of messages, I've seen it as a mirror, and I'm gonna tell you what the shadows are walking. Um, what I heard, that download, and I just asked Spirit, what does manifest have to do with this message? And what I heard was, you're in an energy where your demons are really stepping out in front of you to challenge you. And it's not a duel. It's not a situation where we're gonna draw a gun and we're gonna see who wins. No, 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 no. If you really know what the fuck is going on, and if you're really viewing from your third eye energy, then you know that this duel between you and your shadow side, you and your dark side, you and the part of you that you tried to reject and neglect and tuck away, there is there's no losing here. Facing it, there's no such thing as loss when you face it. That is when you in fact gain power. That is when you in fact can manifest the things that you have desired to manifest, um but we're not able to, or too afraid to, because you were not prepared to look in the mirror. The way I'm reading this card and the way I'm seeing this card today is a person holding a mirror up to themselves, right? um so that's what that is. When it comes to the shadows, like, this is very much, I'm hearing whatever you're facing right now is a representation of a part of your shadow self that you have been avoiding. I'm going to say that again. Whatever outward challenges that you're facing right now is a representation of what we have been, I have been, he, she, they have been, collectively have been avoiding, not wanting to accept, heavy on the accepting this part of yourself. What can you do about the fact that you were unprotected and unloved? Those were choices of other people. Why are you hiding from that part of yourself and hiding that part of yourself? That was not your choice. And then you made some other choices attached to that. We made some other choices attached to that that mirrored that energy. And now we're ashamed of that pattern. But these were all your choices. Choice is another card that came out. These were all your choices. And this is not coming from a point of view of, oh, it's your fault. You always had the power. That's the point of saying these were all your choices. So guess the fuck what? When you're prepared to make another choice, you got that. You got that. I'm going to show you the way that these cards came out. So it came out manifest, slow down, choice, and lighten up. That did not come out in the reverse, but there's some significance there, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. So I explained manifest. This is one-to-one mirror energy, right? Of these shadows that are coming out of the dark, right? So these monitoring spirits that you are seeing, and I'm talking about embodied in real people, real energies. I'm hearing some people are seeing shadows constantly out of the side of their eye, out of their peripheral. You're not crazy. Even if you have sight issues, you're not crazy. You are seeing things move around, okay? The shadows are walking. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know why I just want to say that in Spanish, but okay. Um, and then the next card that come out is slow down. But the way that I saw this card, that's very much giving third eye energy, and it's also coming out in the present position. You gotta slow down and make the best choice for yourself. You're in the mirror, and as you align with yourself, you're starting to look around and really see what the fuck is going on. You're noticing your neighbors moving funny, your family moving funny, your friends moving funny, your coworkers moving funny, motherfuckers in Walmart is moving funny. You peeping game because you have slowed down. You have stepped out of the rat race, and you're seeing these entities move strangely around you. And what spirit is letting you know, you're at a point of choice of whether you want to participate. I said rat race in this cyclical, I'm just gonna say bullshit. So everything is within, so without, is above, so below. Everything that you're seeing outside of yourself, it's just what you've been running from. And I know that that is and sounds cliche, but I'm gonna break it down like just in a little bit of a different way. That family member who keeps on finding ways to have you fucked up is representative of the ways that you keep finding to have yourself fucked up. You should not even be in proximity of a person. You shouldn't even be close enough to them to know that they got you trying to have you fucked up. You may know it on an intuitive level. You may get a little hearsay back through the grapevine. But you being able to view their intentions with your physical eyes, you got yourself fucked up. Because why are they? Oh, okay. Well, acne. I kept looking like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? But I'm still seeing pretty. You're like, why are they? What is it? Why do they have it out for me? What you keep entertaining it. And that's just that person in that physical body is just a representation that you continue to entertain things that have you fucked up. But it's not a knock on you. Spirit's not coming for your neck. It's coming for your head. Lift your head up where your crown. Put it on. You understand what I'm saying? Lighten up. It's coming out directly after choice. Because you facing yourself in the mirror. You slow down to come in alignment with third eye energy. You're deciding to make a choice. And that choice, it's going to take a load off. It's going to take a load off. So these monitoring spirits that you are experiencing intensely, This message is for people that are experiencing monitoring spirits intensely. And even if you do not have a name for it, there's a heaviness, a cloud around you on your spirit. You're feeling a sense of paranoia that is not typical to you. I'm not talking about you have a medical diagnosis, right? And like people say, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean you don't have a reason to be. You know what I'm saying? If you need help in that department, seek help in that department in a trusted place. Okay? But on a spiritual level, if you don't typically deal with paranoia, you have high pattern recognition. You recognize bullshit when you see it. You're a highly intuitive person. Even if you don't use these words, but you feel this. That looking over your shoulder that you're doing, that's not fake. You are being monitored. But the part that you need to realize is that those are your own eyes. Those are your own eyes. So when it comes to protection and eliminating yourself as a perceived threat, I'm going to say this as plainly as I can. You 16 significant on the time. I'm going to say this as plainly as I can. You got to get the fuck from around people, places, things, and ideas. In the words of Bernie Mac, motherfucker is a noun, adjective, pronoun, verb. You have to get the fuck from around people. I'm just gonna stop there. Nouns that have you fucked up. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, sexually, communally, family wise. You gotta get the fuck from around that shit. You're being monitored because you're in I'm hearing a Den of Thieves. Ooh, come on now. You're being monitored because you're in a Den of Thieves. A Den of Thieves. But these thieves come to steal, kill, and destroy your light, your energy. To leech off of. To be parasitic and vampiric energies off of, I want to say the elevation, but elevation is not just upwards. It's outwards. It's downwards. It's inwards. It's all aroundwards. These motherfuckers just want to snatch whatever they can snatch and get the fuck on down. They're looters. You understand what I'm trying to say? They're loiterers. You're in a Den of thieves trying to figure out why you're being stolen from. Dear, get the fuck up on out of there. And I'm starting to get emotional because I'm talking to myself. It's a self-sermon happening right now. And I'm not going to go into full detail about my life, but I promise you, I'm preaching more to me than I am to y'all right now. So don't take it no type of way. I know it's a little direct, but this is protection. But you got to keep it to the point to protect. You understand? When it comes to true and real protection, say, for example, someone is yielding a gun. The quickest pathway to from one point to any other point is a straight line. So Spirit is saying right now, I need you to duck, to take cover, to get the fuck up on out of here, to step 2 steps to the side so I can aim and I can have your back. But you all up in the way, trying to mix and mingle with motherfuckers that's yielding a weapon against you. Yeah. Yeah. It's that part. It's that part. And you know it. If I'm talking to you, and when I say talking to you, I mean speaking into you, and you feeling a little wiggly on the inside. Because why is she cussing me out? I'm not cussing you out, baby. This is your protection. You're wondering when you see the title of monitoring spirits, something inside of you drew you to that. And then you felt, maybe I can relate to that. And there's a little sense of fear underlying because you're like, well, how do I protect myself? How do I remain safe? Get the fuck out of Dodge. Get the fuck out of Dodge. And heavy on the spiritually as well, because some of us are residing in places spiritually that are keeping us in harm's way. Some of the conversations that you're having, some of the dreams that you're drifting into, some of the thoughts that you reminiscing. You just sitting away, watching the days go by. Said lately, been thinking about you, baby. Stop. Fuck that nigga. And that's gender neutral. That's gender neutral. You gotta stop reminiscing, ruminating. I'm hearing on the past, but it's not just past tense, it's also on what was, what is not for you. Because as soon as something is not for you, that's the past. That's the past. I don't give a fuck if that shit is happening right now. As soon as something is not for you, it is tomorrow's business. I'm saying tomorrow. Hold on. I want to say yesterday's business. But I'll get more into tomorrow coming out. If you continue to ruminate on it, then it becomes tomorrow's business. Yesterday's business, or as it was trending at one point, yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's price is not today's price. You're in a den of thieves. What was being stolen when you were 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 is not the same thing that's being stolen now. 21, 25, 36, 55, 65. It's not too late. What was being stolen at that time is not the same. There's wisdom that has been collected. There is kindness that has been built. There are boundaries that have been put up inside of yourself. Rules of engagements that has drawn a line in the sand for how you deserve to be treated. So what you're letting somebody steal from you today is much more valuable than what they stole from you before. Stop letting motherfuckers steal from you. They came to take. So if you're wondering how to get your power back, become unavailable, inaccessible for thievery and goddamn foolishness. We live in a time where that is non-negotiable. I know you feel it. I know you see it. It's tangibly uncomfortable. You almost let somebody take all your stuff. You remember the poem partially quoted in For Color Girls? You almost let somebody take all your stuff. Go get your shit. What's left of it. Because the thing about the heart that is yours is you are forever producing. I'm hearing reproducing. There's some feminine energy there, not necessarily applying to just a woman. You are always producing and reproducing love and light, beauty and creativity. Take what you are. Hello. Hello from Russia. Welcome. Take what you are, because what you are has always been, will always be, is now. And get the fuck on down. You trying to stop and collect bits and pieces of what has been stolen. That is gone. That is gone. It was either stolen and or you allow it to be stolen. But don't worry about the choices that you already made. Like I said, yesterday is yesterday. And these are things that we've heard all of our lives, but we are in implementation season, and it is required to save your life, to save your quality of life, to preserve your health, to preserve your energy. You got to live to tell the story. We are living in times, economically, socially, politically, that are ever changing in history, and it will be documented and it will be written down. How about you preserve yourself so that in 10, 20, 50 years, somebody wants to know what happened from somebody firsthand? You here to tell the motherfucking story. Why be a victim of thievery when you can get the fuck up out the den? Why? Por qué? Ask for Help came out. Your spirit team is on the front line for your bloodline. Take my hand. That's what I'm hearing Spirit say right now. Take my hand. Take my hand. You're feeling all of these urges to do certain things, to get up into your magic bag, to pray more, to connect with nature more, to call upon your friends and check on them, to spend more time with yourself, to hug your babies tighter, your loved ones. Do it. It's a calling. You so busy asking for help, you ain't hearing the help come in. Help is on the line. You calling Mr. Telephone Man, he at your front door. He came in person. He showed up in person to fix your communication issues with Spirit, to make sure that you had connection, to make sure your dial-up speed was moving fast, to make sure your internet was working, and you still trying to figure out why you can't get them on the motherfucking line. Open the door, baby. Slow down. Make a choice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What we gotta come celebrate? Somebody was putting these in the chat earlier, and I meant to say thank you, and also whoever put hearts as well. Thank you so much. I'm hearing Spirit say, I'm hearing that song, praise him in advance, no matter what my circumstance. Let me say something. I'm hearing you can celebrate in advance, but it's not that, because it's not celebrating in advance. You're really celebrating on time. You don't see it yet. Manifest came out in the past position. It is already done, baby. We're not talking about predestination. We're talking about real-time manifestation. That was a bar. That was a little bit of a bar. Was that not a bar? Was it a bar? It was a bar. It was a bar. I'm hearing Spirit say you're going to always be monitored. You chosen. You interesting. You an intriguing motherfucker. You're going to always be monitored. But you don't have to be stolen from. Look at that. What did I just say? You're going to always be monitored, but you don't have to be stolen from. Focus on your focus. Yeah, I see you, see me, see you, see me, see you, see me. Yeah, I see you looking, but you hating from outside the club. You can't even get in. I'm not focused on you. I see you looking, but I'm not focused on you. I see you looking, but I'm not focused on you. It, that, circumstance, situation, challenge. Yeah. Oh, that card is significant. What is that? Align. You're being asked to align with your current situation, even if it's not easy to do so. Trust that there is much to be learned by being here. Pushing against it will only make things harder on you. Align, surrender, and trust. Get in formation, baby. Get in focus, baby. Get in celebration mode. Baby, align, surrender, and trust. Spirit is saying very directly, I am here for you. Align, surrender, and trust. Come with me. Take my hand. So let's circle back around. I'm feeling these energies of monitoring spirits. I'm dealing with it with my family. I'm dealing with it with my friends. I'm dealing with it at times with my children, my closest people are embodying my triggers, are bringing up my fears, are bringing things to the surface that I had run from for so long. How do I protect myself? Stand on motherfucking 10. Stand on motherfucking 10. That's a mirror. Stand on 10. In the words of Juanita Bynum, and I said this in another message, when she said, this is the season where you square up. It's square up season. You got a sword in both hands. You got a sword in both hands, and I'm envisioning like something off the movie with some of these like ninja warriors where they're yielding a sword in both hands. And I keep saying hand. I'm gonna get back to that. But basically, the point is you can get it from either motherfucking side. I'm prepared. I'm in the whole armor of God. You were born into the whole armor of God, baby. You just got to know how to use it. And sometimes that's going to require asking for some help. Sometimes that's going to require a certain level of focus, of you not focusing on the prying eyes that are focused on you, but you getting in alignment with your third eye energy. And then that's when that celebration is going to come that you've been waiting so long for. What's coming out again? Compassion. Be compassionate with yourself. You keep beating up on yourself, feeling like you should have had the shit figured out already. If you were meant to have it figured out already, you wouldn't be here with the rest of us figuring it the fuck out. Earth is a figuring the fuck out ass place. This is what we're here for. So you beating your own ass because you doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is figuring it the fuck out. No, I'm not gonna say where you should be beating yourself up at. It is this, but this is the place where you need to be focused on is listening to the guidance that's meant to help you figure it out. And that's coming from within here. You already know you weren't supposed to be there. At that party, at that family reunion, at that job, in that city, in that house, in that neighborhood. We know. We know. And then we wonder why, once again, our light is being stolen from when we reside in a den of thieves. They are doing their job. You are out of place. And I know it's sometimes hard for us to hear that. It's hard for me to swallow that when I get that message from Spirit. But my goodness, you are out of place. That's why you're seeing so many shadows, because you're the light. You got to get where some more light at. Okay? Do you hear me? Do you understand what I'm saying? You got to get where some more light is. That's why you're seeing the shadows walking. Because you shining the light every which a motherfucking direction from your inner being, and all you seeing is motherfuckers that's slinking around in the dark. Meanwhile, you can exist in both worlds because you're learning to embrace that. You made that choice. They are stuck in a shadow realm, and you mad because you see them. Baby, you a headlight. You shining bright like a diamond. You know what I'm saying? You got to get the fuck out of the lion's den. Get where some more light is. Get where some more abundance is. Get where some more healing is. You in the wrong location. Your latitude and longitude is in fucking correct. That's why you can't breathe. That's why you can't see nothing but prying eyes. Because you're the star here, baby. And wherever you go, you're going to be the star. But let's get somewhere mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Everything is not, for everybody, it's not a relocation. Sometimes it's a relocation of the mindset, a relocation of the heart space, a relocation of the spiritual being, energetic body. It's relocation time. For some of us, it's all of them. Pivot coming out. Just confirmation. You're not changing your purpose, your person, your prosperity, your protection. You're changing your direction. Baby, it's a pivot. It's a pivot. You're protecting. Thank you, Spirit. Here's the message. Here's the message. Your protection is in the pivot. It's time to move, baby. That is it. Your protection is in the pivot. It's time to move. And for you, if I'm speaking with you, if you see this and when you see this message, whenever, you know the move. You feel it because you hella motherfucking uncomfortable in that department of your life. And if all that shit feels misaligned, if all of that shit feels misaligned, then move all of that shit. Mind, body, heart, and soul. Let me go back to when I kept saying the swords are in a hand instead of hands. Okay, that card went flying. What does this mean, Spirit? 2 cards came out. Speak up and resolution. Okay. This is what I'm hearing when it comes to that. You yielding swords to protect yourself. Being in the whole armor of God. This came out in a message the other day to a private message for one of my sensuals. Your resolution is in you opening your mouth. That's gonna slice and dice up a bunch of motherfucking bullshit. For who this is for right here, you've been quiet far too long. There's a 3rd card that goes with this. What is it? Break free. Yeah. Confirmation. Yeah. You got to speak up. You've been quiet for too long. Wondering, questioning, wondering. I'm hearing that song from Love with Future and Runner. It say, why window shop when you own it? Why question it when you own it? You own the experience. Why question it when you know what you need to say? I'm hearing also for some people, would you know what you need to do? Say and do for some other people. You gotta say that shit in order to resolve this issue. You can't be quiet about it if you want to be free. Abre tu boca, which means open your mouth. Abre tu boca. It's uncomfortable, but do you want to be free or do you want to be comfortable? Is comfortable working out for you? Are you comfortable being stolen from? Yeah, I thought not. I ain't think so. Now I want to go back to, because there was a point in which there was a card that I accidentally flipped up, lighten up, was upside down. And I can just tell you with this, I can tell you, our spirit's already talking to me about what that meant. It came out in the upright, but I turned it upside down when I showed it to you all, and it meant something for somebody. And what it means is, because you're not making the choice, this is why the weight is not lifting off of you for someone, for someone's. You need to make the choice. There are people arguing outside my window right now. Couple. They always argue. They won't make the choice. That's why they haven't been able to break free. They're not making the choice to do something. to say something, to bring the resolution that allows them to break free. Okay? Those two kind of separate messages are for someone's. Yeah. The thieves are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. The monitoring spirits are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They're vampires. They're leeches. They're parasites. They gotta find the host. You need to choose where my car go if you want to be there. I don't think you do. If I'm talking to you, I don't think you do. I don't think you do. I think you're just a little bit scared to get up out of there. But I think you shouldn't stay until all your light has been stolen. And when I say I think, I mean I know. You understand? It's time coming out. It's time. You're being asked to move forward towards the dream that you've been carrying in your heart. It's time to bring it into the world. You're ready. It's time. I don't know what other kind of confirmation is needed. It's time right now. It's time right now. Give came out right behind that. You need to give it up. I've had about enough. Give it up. It's time to give it the fuck up. It's not yours. It's not yours. It's not yours. For someone or some experience very specific, what was stolen for you actually was for who the thief was. The thieves were. They needed that. But because you are abundant, it really took nothing from you. Their intention was ill. But you are, I'm envisioning it's like flake gold and flakes falling. I'm almost seeing one of those multicolored fish that has like rainbow iridescent coloring in its fins. And it's like you have fins and fins and endless fins shedding off of you that a motherfucker think they stealing from you and they just picking up some shit that you have discarded. It ain't even took nothing from you. As my granddaddy used to say, I done forgot more than you know, baby. You done shedded because you're doing the self-work, the mirror work, more than they could ever acquire by stealing from you. What? Let me tell you something. This is a sermon. I don't care what you believe in, baby. I'm from the southern United States. Black Kojic. This is a sermon. You understand? This right here is a sermon. And I hope you're picking up what the fuck I'm putting down. Because it's real. It's real. It's real. Spirit, I'm going to ask for a confirmation. And then a confirmation card, just one clear card. And then we're going to do an action card. What do we do to move forward for a combination of elevation and protection? That's going to be the action card. But right now, I'm asking for the confirmation of this whole entire message. And I know I'm going to get it. 3 of water, lemon balm. Let's read through the meaning of this. 3 being the number of understanding. Water. We in flow. We in flux. What we doing? Okay. Water never stops. It never quit moving. It's constantly evolving. It has the oldest memory of time. It says 3 of water, lemon balm. Lift your spirit with the scent of happiness. Pleasure shared is pleasure multiplied. Celebrate your heart's delight. Did the celebrate card not come out earlier? And then I said we were already in the energy of celebration, that we don't have to wait, because we don't. It says happiness is contagious. I told you, get around some light. Hello, how you doing, Charlene? I told you, get around some light. You're seeing those shadows walking because you're the light in the darkness. It's time for you to get around some like-mindedness, some like energies. And once again, like I said before, you done heard this your whole life to the point where it's become cliche. But something cliche does not mean that it is not true. Bless up. We have to implement the wisdom that our ancestors have been instilling in us for years. It's time. We the grown people. We the aunties. We the uncles. We the mamas. We the daddies. We're the mentors. We're the examples. Baby, that's not pressure, it's purpose. Okay? Happiness is contagious. A favorite of the bees, the intoxicating scent of lemon balms brings life to the garden. I said what I said earlier. I said that what you discard from your being, people think that they're stealing from you, not knowing you done leveled up, you done moved on. You done left that. That ain't even something you need no more. You attracting bees to the garden. Just being yourself. Just with your iridescence. Rejoice, make merry, celebrate your friendships, spend time with loved ones. I said this earlier. Make new friends too. You have already done the work to attract the right people. Y'all, your community awaits you with open arms. Lemon balm spreads widely without effort. Allow relationships to grow with ease. Show your admiration and appreciation for others. Express in all areas of your life. Lemon balm tea supports peace and calms an anxious heart. Now is the time to proclaim your true feelings. If I haven't said all of this already, this is, thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Move with ease. And you can't do that in a den of thieves, baby. You got to get the fuck up out of there. Good God. That blows my mind. Y'all think because I do this that my mind does not get blown? It gets blown on a regular basis, bro. That's crazy. I just said all of that stuff. I just said, please share this live with a friend. Please share this. If somebody comes to mind right now when I ask that, share it. It ain't about me. It's not about me being seen. It's about this, the potency and the urgency and the importance and the protection in this message. Spirit, what is the affirmation and the protection in this message? What is this? Let me see what it says. It says, for me. Oh, I'm about to drop it. And that's significant too. You about to drop your motherfucking blessings. Worry about the wrong thing. Worrying about prying eyes. It says, buy flowers for yourself. Who doesn't like flowers? Fill your home with some brightness and scent. And coming back from reading this card right here, it said, hold on, that's the wrong one. Let me flip one page, y'all. Hold on one second. I'm in the wrong. Okay, it said that, where did it say? It said, a favorite of bees, the intoxicating scent of lemon balms bring life to the garden. And this card is really making me think about that, because it's like when you get fresh flowers and you bring them to yourself or whatever, it's like it's a light up. It's a joy that goes with it. It's the smell of them. You just bend down and you smell them, and it's beautiful, and it attracts you to yourself. It's loving yourself. And it says, who doesn't like flowers? Fill your home with some brightness and scent. Fill your home with some brightness. I said, go where the light is. I said that. Go where the light is. Because you're seeing the shadows walking, and you're going to always see that because of who you are. Because of your intuitive abilities. Because you trust your intuitive knowings. Because that skill continues to grow within you. You are always going to see the shadows walking, but you don't have to dwell amongst them. Because you, like I said earlier, because you embrace and are learning to embrace your whole self, shadow and light, you don't got to mix and mingle just in one place, baby. You can move in and out, in the words of Maya Angelou, in and out, in and out, in and out of time. I have loved you. You have loved you. You deserve love in and out, in and out, in and out of time. So if you need to get the fuck out of what you're in right now, even if it's temporary, that's for somebody, do it. Go get the flowers. And you ain't going to get them fresh cut flowers at the house, baby. In the Den of Thieves, you will have to go out and get them. And just like with time travel, sometimes it may feel like you was just gone one day, but it was 3 to 6 months in another dimension you was in. It might take you 3 to 6 months to 3 years to fucking forever to go get them flowers. And you might go get them and pick them fresh and decide you don't want to bring them back to that location. You might want to stay where the flowers is at. But the whole mission and purpose and goal is to go get the flowers, to fill your home, your energetic, spiritual, physical bodies with some brightness and scent. $160, $160, breaking down to a 7, higher self. I'm hearing spirit say you are your higher self. Past, present, and future. I need you to move through dimensions, situations, challenges, mindsets. I'm even hearing bodies for the people that have been here a few times with ease. Going back to the 3 of Water card. I'm hearing you have that superpower. Multiples of 3s are significant. We got 9 people in here. 3 of Water. 9 being the number of birth or rebirth. 7 being significant with this particular card. God, higher self. Look. Let me tell you something. If you in here tonight, particularly during this live, whenever you see it, it's valid, it's potent, it's for you. But if you're here tonight, I want you to know something. There's a shift and a power within you that you don't even fucking have a clue the magnitude of it yet. And baby, when you get wind of it, you're going to be so cocky, but I don't mean in a way of like arrogance. I mean, you're going to be so cocky about how you step. The confidence is going to be off the chain when you actually realize who the fuck you are. If you're here with me right now, baby, you are a divine being on another level. And I hear somebody thinking that this doesn't apply to them, and you about to piss me off because I said what I said, and I said it because your ancestors, my ancestors, the universe is telling you that is not telling you. You know who you are. Even if you're not in a space to believe it, it's confirming your power, and you over there doubting it. And I promise you, spirit is over here like, don't piss me off. I said what I said. I affirmed and confirmed. Don't piss me off. 11 significant. Alignment. I'm gonna pull. Whew. I'm getting chills. And I know I'm hollering y'all. I be getting loud. Because I be getting chills. Like, oh my God. I'm hearing the spirit say right now, monitoring spirit ain't what it is to be worried about. You need to be worried about why you allowing yourself to be monitored. This is a part of your journey, but why are you staying? Where you've already listen, make eye contact with me. Make eye contact with me. You already peep game. Why you ain't moved around yet? That's between you and spirit. I'm gonna let y'all answer them questions. I'm gonna let y'all answer the questions. See what's coming out. Pulling my love cards. What's up, baby? Hold on one second, y'all. That's my baby. I'm my mom baby. Okay, y'all. Mama, I got a multitask. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big mystical woman over here. I do a lot of things. What am I getting? I just feel like these are the wrong cards. I'm pulling them, but these are not the right cards. There is a love energy here, but those are my love cards aren't the right cards. What is this, spirit? Let me see. Let me see what's going on here. I'm getting energy of red, and those cards are red. These cards are red. Spirit, make it clear to me. What's going on here? There's some love energy here that I need to share with my sensuals. Five. Okay. Five of clubs is coming out. Yeah, okay. This makes sense with this message. Can you see it? I'm trying to put it in focus. Okay. Okay, here's the thing. Maybe it's overtime and on purpose. It talks to me. Talk to me. I'm interactive with y'all. What you mean by that? The muffin man. Maybe it's overtime and on purpose. Talk to me about that. In the meantime, five of clubs. This is very simple. Five being a number of change. Okay. This is not just romantic love. It's deep and it's real love. At least coming from your side. Let me say something. You in a club, a group, a setting, confirming this entire message that you need to get the fuck on down from. Change your mind. In a change of mind. Little TKO it comes through in my message all the time. It's time to change your mind. This, what I'm hearing right now, is specifically for someone. Ooh, this is a little juicy, a little titty. You're in a relationship with it, but in love with somebody else. You haven't crossed the line. You haven't moved outside of integrity, but your feelings and your thoughts got you feeling like you doing something you ain't supposed to be doing. You're feeling moved in that direction because you need to get the fuck about this relationship and gone. That is the love of your life, baby. Now, if you cheating, sneaking, and slinking, and all that, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about a person who you have done the best you can to treat the person that you're with love, but there's a lack of reciprocity, there's a lack of growth, and I'm even hearing that that person might not necessarily done you wrong, but there's no forward movement. It's time for a change, and you have started to love someone else. Go on, stand on. I hear be a man. This might be for a man, or this might be a woman in her masculine energy. Stand 10 toes on your shit. Look that person face to face, yourself first in the mirror, and look that person face to face. Honor your time together and get the fuck on now and go be loved the way you desire to be loved. You wasting time. Time's a wasting. Time's a wasting. Yeah, you wasting time. Move on. So that's what I got for that. That's what I got for that. Okay. Spirit, are there any more messages? Muffin Man, if you would like to elaborate, thank you for the hearts. Thank y'all for the comments. Thank you for the engagement. I almost didn't do this message tonight, but oh my god, I just started raining. That's always a confirmation for me. I almost didn't do this mission tonight, but I couldn't get it off my heart, and I feel so much lighter because I felt so weighed down by that energy of monitoring spirits and just needing to deliver this message. And I'm so glad I chose to be obedient because I feel like the people that are here are like literally supposed to be here. That's always the case, but I feel that heavy tonight. Okay, so now I'm going to open up the floor. If anybody has questions or comments, you need confirmation. I will do a 1 to 3 card pull depending on what I need to get the confirmation for you. And I'm going to answer your questions. This is kind of segueing into what I call intuitive chat. And that is when I usually do about an hour of just answering your questions intuitively for my collective and in my central communities, what I like to call the people that, you know what I'm saying, rock with me. And it's just my way of giving back and also honing my skills. You know what I'm saying? A little, iron sharpens iron. Iron sharp. I'm from the south, so iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you have questions, if you need some clarity about anything that I said, you feel like it applied to you, but you didn't quite like get complete clarity on it. I got a woman that wants to ask a question. It's very much giving goddess energy. It's very much giving big boss sauce. Okay, it's very much giving big mama energy. It's very much giving big coochie energy. Okay, you have something that you want to ask me. And you might not even have to ask the question because what I'm seeing is mirror energy, and you kind of wondering, you almost wondering if you're a divine woman. You almost wondering if you know you're a divine woman. You're almost wondering if your divinity is as big as you think it is. Yeah, you that bitch. You're her, and it's only getting bigger. Like I said earlier, a few minutes ago, you don't even know your magnitude and your power yet. So if you the person who that was on your mind and you just didn't want to ask, or you didn't get to ask because spirit got to tell your business first, yeah, you who you think you are. Even if you don't feel like it because you're still working on yourself, you're who you think you are. I promise you. Them dreams, them visions, the way you've seen yourself sitting up on a motherfucking throne in real life, it's because as above, so below. Your ancestral lineage is extremely divine, as well as like you have been taught your divinity through a lot of dream state and visions and daydreaming and spiritual connection, like them reaching for the other side, reaching in to show you how to move. Like you've been taught a lot of your divinity through just ancestral guidance. Like I don't want to say just like make it small, but like yeah, you who you think you is. And it's only gonna get better. You're gonna see it more. You're gonna see it more. You need to do some mirror work. Get in the mirror and tell yourself what you need to hear. I don't care if you believe it or not. You will believe it. Fake it till you make it, baby. This it. Somebody has a question about whether you should start a new relationship. But whoever that person is, you gonna have to ask it. Spirit wants you to ask it. Spirit wants you to be bold enough to ask it. I have an answer for you, but Spirit wants you to be bold enough to ask it. So we right at an hour. I guess I'll wrap this up about. I'll give it about 15 minutes. So about 14 more minutes. I'll wrap this up. So if you guys have questions, if you guys desire clarity, please. So my ask is that you please send this to a friend. It's such a potent, powerful message. And I know that you love someone that needs to hear this, and tell them like get a little popcorn, put it up on the screen and watch the whole thing. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing in advance. If you would like to leave a little offering, you can. I'm not even gonna put, I just don't feel moved to put that in the chat. You can go to my link and like my Cash App and my Venmo there if you want to. I don't want to put that in the chat. I feel like that's not a part of this message. And then like, subscribe, like, you know, if you feel moved to do something. Like, yes, I appreciate it. And mostly thank you for being here. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you for just listening. Thank you for taking time out of your Saturday night to care about what I have to think. If whoever wants to know about the relationship situation, if you don't feel comfortable putting it here, you can reach out to me. There are different ways to reach out to me in the links in my bio, Facebook Messenger, Telegram. So you can reach out to me here. We got a card. Oh, this card fell over here. Okay. Yes. Charlene, thank you for engaging. Darling, I hope you are taking away. I want to say I hope you're taking away something, but I know you are. I can feel it. I can feel it. So thank you for being here and being open and trusting my gifts to bring you confirmation, because you already know. You already know. I'm getting sevens, a lot of higher self energy. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I'm not getting any questions. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this message, because this message has been a long message, but it's been so dope. Thank you for confirming. It's been so dope. I love being here with y'all tonight. Like I'm not even gonna flex. Like this was so reciprocal and so fulfilling for me. Like it is. I carry it with me. I'm probably gonna watch this message back and take some notes for myself. Like, girl, what was you needing to know? I'm feeling something. Spirit, what is it? There's something missing. I think there's a set of cards I need to pull from. Hold on one second. Give me a second. These are my mindset mastery cards, like affirmations. And I think I saw these earlier and I kind of felt drawn to them. Spirit is telling me to clear the energy before I read this, because this is like a complete reset. Okay, hold on. Let me clear this energy real quick and pull out what I need to pull out. Yes, Bell. I know that's right. All right, Spirit. That's represented. That's my bell, y'all. That's my granny's. My granny's recipe for cleansing energies. Okay, clearing the energies and resetting them for this affirmative message for my sensuals. Okay. I'm gonna read this slow because I want y'all to say this with me. Whatever comes out is meant for you all. So, Spirit, give me a clear, concise message, affirmation. Well, did y'all see that card fly across the room? All right, what we got? What we got? What we got? What we got? All right, and it says, I have the mindset of a champion. My actions are consistent with the person I know myself to be, bitch. I feel like the biggest, the largest. Did I not just? I don't know where the card went, y'all. I got too excited. Hold on. Where'd the card go? I gotta read the rest of it. Oh my god. I got too excited. We just told them, we just affirmed this. Oh, y'all. I guess I'm not meant to read the back of it because I threw it and I don't know where it went, y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute. I got too excited. Where'd it go? I got too excited. I guess I'm not meant to read the back of it. Oh my god. Okay, we gonna leave it at that because I gotta find the card. I don't know where it went, y'all. Like, that is so crazy. That is so crazy. Like, yeah. You the one, not the two. You the one, not the two. You the one. We the ones, not the twos. Never the twos, baby. Ugh. I affirm that this message lands with who it should, exactly how it should, exactly when it should. Thank you, Sensuals, for being here with me. Thank you for the reciprocal energy. Thank you for allowing me to lighten up, as that came out in the message, by pursuing purpose and reminding myself through this message that you cannot thrive in a den of thieves. You cannot thrive in a den of thieves. Tongue twister. You have to position yourself in reciprocal environments that fuel your purpose and add to your protections. I love y'all sincerely. Have a blessed night. Please share it with a friend, and I will see you very soon. Better yet, I will read you very soon. Ashe. Besos. That was crazy.